swell there, boy.
Severe weather moving in quickly.
The wind must have been 50 miles an hour, 60. I couldn't see much, but it didn't matter. I knew there was trouble.
Trees uprooted, roofs blown off, havoc on the interstate. All signs confirming the work of twin tornadoes.
And Local 10 News, your weather authority has you covered on all of the damage from Miami-Dade to Broward counties.
It's a lot. We have 14 reporters and meteorologists fanned out at all of the critical spots. So let's begin with Local 10 News reporter Hatzel Vela live from Pompano Beach, where that first tornado touched down this morning. Hatzel.
And Lori, you look at that video, you see that twister, you think about how fast it's going, then you realize it all makes sense when you see this kind of damage all throughout Pompano Beach. You're driving, and this is what you see, a twister showing no mercy, picking up everything in its path, forcing drivers to take cover.
That's a swell there, boy. That's a swell.
I've been through a lot of hurricanes, and it was nothing like that.
Tornado damage scattered throughout Pompano Beach. Some of the spots we checked out show the storm likely moved in a northeast direction. Here, the winds easily toppled this fence, then ripped open the roof in this house.
It's probably going to cost like $30,000 just to repair the roof.
Pricey, but at least no one was inside the vacant home that just recently sold. Damage also seen at the mall on Copans and US 1. Winds ripped apart the fence outside the Macy's. You also see uprooted trees.
It's a reminder that we live in a place where bad storms can happen.
Across the street, we spot a National Weather Service official surveying what he sees. At the parking lot of the Movie Co, everywhere you turned, there were uprooted trees. People walking down this sidewalk cannot believe the force of the wind. You can see how it uprooted this massive tree and then picked up this concrete sidewalk right from its foundation. Clark Bauman lives in the neighborhood behind the movie theater, still in awe, he says, over what he saw.
Yeah, from what I heard, it sounded bad, and then we went outside, didn't look too bad. But looking at this, it's just like a war zone.
And now that war zone makes sense because when you look at the trees out here at the Movie Co, they're all facing different directions. They say that's a sure sign that there was a tornado at some point. For now, reporting live in Pompano Beach, Hatzel Vela, Local 10 News.
Okay, Hatzel, thanks a lot. And imagine being on the road this morning and actually seeing one of those tornadoes that look like this just feet away from you. Local 10 News reporter Andrew Perez caught up with a driver who spotted that scary video and recorded it for us. Andrew.
Hey, Calvin, this viewer, he was telling me he was wondering why all the cars were just stopping in the middle of the road during this storm. He said he was so focused on driving through this rough weather, he never saw this tornado coming. He says completely caught him off guard.
Anthony Sirachi says he had no idea he was driving toward a twister until it was too late. Debris flying everywhere. He was caught up in the storm along Dixie Highway and Northwest 15th Street in Pompano Beach. His dash cam automatically starts recording in his car, and when he went back to see the video, he couldn't believe it.
For me, it was a fight or flight kind of thing. Just get out of there before anything happens to it. Because, I mean, I see big objects coming.
His car suffered some damage, but he says he's lucky.
I think I am lucky. I mean, seeing how close it was and the businesses and all that got destroyed.
Across South Florida from Broward to Dade, we saw car windows blown out, trees toppled, residents frustrated. At least 2 different twisters doing a whole lot of damage. Some residents say they heard that train whistle sound coming at them.
And now it's going to be kind of hard to believe what I'm saying next, but I was talking to some residents. They say they even saw stray cats, possums flying around in the middle of all of this. Dozens of cars damaged, but fortunately, no word of any serious injuries. We're live in Oakland Park. I'm Andrew Perez, Local 10 News.
Like something out of a movie. Our team coverage moves from Broward County into northeast Miami-Dade, where people say the storm rocked them straight out of bed. Local 10 News investigator Jeff Weinseer live now with the damage there. Jeff.
Many people say it came out of nowhere. They had no idea it was headed right for them. Chainsaws could be heard throughout this neighborhood all day long if there's any good news. No injuries, and the structural damage, quite frankly, is minimal.
I just sat in the car screaming. I freaked out.
Robert Paulson's 1991 Mercedes in mint condition is now crushed under the huge black olive tree in his front yard. He was at work at the time and raced home.
60 years old, I lived through all kinds of hurricanes and everything. I've never seen anything like this.
Sky Lake in unincorporated northeast Miami-Dade was hit hard. Many were rocked out of bed and went straight to the window.
I watched, as I was looking out the backyard, I watched the trampoline actually become airborne, lift straight up and then just disappear out of sight. I heard a very loud noise, sort of an explosion.
On Northeast 196th Terrace, trees took out transformers. Power poles snapped, lines stretched across roadways. This power line came down on top of a boat. The winds so high this trampoline was wrapped around a tree trunk. Not far on Northeast 21st Court, the roof torn off this house. Neighbors say the owners are away and there's 4 inches of water in the house.
I'm just taking a deep breath and I'm just, a little emotional because, yeah, that was something.
And that Mercedes you saw buried earlier, here it is. It has been freed from all of that black olive tree branches. They have been working here for several hours at this one place. Despite all the power issues in this neighborhood, some power is slowly getting on, but FP&L says some people could be without power in Sky Lake in northeast Miami-Dade until at least tomorrow. We are live in northeast Miami-Dade. I'm Jeff Weins here, Local 10 News.
Jeff, thank you. And today's storms are believed to have caused this scene in northeast Miami-Dade. The flames caused by an apparent gas leak right there at northeast 195th Street and 2nd Avenue. You can see that tree right there torn out of the ground.
And West Broward wasn't spared by that storm.
Now we're talking Miramar, as you experienced. Pembroke Pines and Davie, they were all hit hard. So let's get to Local 10's Nikki Mohan. She's live in Miramar with the situation there.
Lori and Calvin, some people just coming home from work who left before the storm are in shock when they see scenes like this one. Fences still laying down, but these people have done a good job picking up the pieces here in the neighborhood. Still in shock, though, at this storm that came through fast and furious. The sound of chainsaws, the soundtrack of storm cleanup.
That tree that we're chopping down right now came from somewhere in that direction.
In Angel Cove in Pembroke Pines, neighbor helping neighbor. In the back of this home, a lot of their patio furniture got thrown around. House was mainly spared, but it's hard to complain about that when you look over the hedge and that's what your neighbor's yard looks like. In the Grand Palms community of Pembroke Pines, palm fronds and other trees took the beating. And in West Miramar, surveillance video at the guard gate for Monarch Lakes captured the moment the wild winds entered their bedroom community.
It sounded like a little gunshot, bang, bang, and then it sounded like a machine gun. And that was my neighbor's fence coming through my property, hitting everything.
In Sunset Lakes, roads became rivers. The morning rush, a careful maneuver to avoid car trouble. In Davie, mighty power lines came crashing down. As residents worked to mend fences and workmen repaired windows all over Southwest Broward, residents who've gone a decade without a hurricane still in awe that a tornado tore through. Folks here say the last storm to hit them was Wilma, and they got a new street sign then. They're going to actually need a new street sign again. They say the only good thing about this storm hitting today is that garbage pickup is tomorrow and Thursday, so they'll hopefully get everything on the street corner. So this will just be a memory by next week, but something they'll definitely never forget. In Miramar, Nikki Mohan, Local 10 News.